next time you have an evening to yourself, treat yourself to a new kind of shampoo. It's a lotion shampoo, and you'll notice it feels rather different, even while your hair's still wet. But when it's dry, just slip a brush through, then go out. And, stop a little traffic. Sunsilk, the complete care shampoo.
Bright eyes burning like fire. Bright eyes, how can you close and feel? Bright eyes.
Amstrad Tower Systems. Now with infrared remote control, £179. And with twin cassette decks, only £199. And Amstrad stack module stereos, just £149. Or with twin cassette decks, £169. At these stores now.
Applying for a loan from Lloyds Bank is more straightforward than you ever dreamt. All you do is fill in a simple form. Name and address and telephone, date of your birth, and married or single, a number of children. You can use the loan for all sorts of things. Or occupation. Now, who do you bank with now? If it's not Lloyds, we're not annoyed. Purpose of loan, amount you want. Often you won't even need to see a bank manager, unless you'd like to. And very soon, you could have your dream living room. But to sign on the old dotted line and last, the date. At Lloyds, you'll find personal loans, a matter of form.
The Vauxhall Nova, the small car that does so much better. Does better legroom. A bit more power. Gives a lot better punch. It also has better equipment. The Nova, with hatchback or saloon, there's a lot better choice. For a test drive and written details of a special finance offer, call into your local friendly Vauxhall Opel dealer or phone GMAC on 0582 29262.
These are all real pubs and they're all popular pubs. But what makes a pub popular? Real pubs serve real ale. The thing these pubs all have in common is Charrington. Charrington IPA. Not just real ale, but the best-selling real ale around London.
In the bleak midwinter of 1982, the Highlands were right in the thick of it. Most people couldn't move. Some couldn't even stop. One Scot who braved this Antarctic was our own Mr. Morrison from Perth.
The Golden Key policy covers all that.
He was out every day settling claims, in the cold and in the wet. After the frosts, it was burst pipes that brought people flooding to our door. Mr. Morrison and his assistant stayed open all hours, helping to sort out the problems, despite the fact they had a few of their own. Commercial Union. We won't make a drama out of a crisis.
A pipe is more a hobby than a habit. You need tools to keep the carbon down, to shift obstructions, and for general maintenance. A rack to keep them upright while they cool, and a good tobacco. Mine is Mellow Virginia. It's not too mild or too harsh, but cool and satisfying. It brings out the best in any pipe. All in all, a lot less effort than gardening.
Tension. Headache. Tension. Headache. Tension. Headache. Now let's see that again.
Don't let that headache build up. Take new Solmin. Solmin give fast, effective relief. And because Solmin disperse pleasantly in the mouth without water, you can take them anywhere.
Remember, don't carry a headache around. Carry Solmin.
Yes! 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 Hey!
You never know when the nibbles will strike.
NatWest asks you to dial 01 200 0200. Then we'll tell you the nearest branch with a rapid cash till. Fastest way to get cash from any British bank. How fast is that? Faster than you can dial 01 200 0200.
Does this sound a new crackly buttery milk chocolate dime bar? No, it's an avalanche.
In a word, why are Travelscene Britain's #1 in short break holidays? Because we offer weekends and mini weeks to Paris, Amsterdam, in all 15 cities throughout Europe? Because unlike some package trips, we try not to tie you down? Because we help your holiday money stretch a little further? Or just because there's no nicer way to celebrate a special occasion? Have a word in your travel agent's ear. Travelscene. In short breaks, we're a long way ahead.
Match two halves of a Shell Make Money note and you could make up to £10,000. Make money with Shell and make the most of motoring.
Amstrad Tower Systems. Now with infrared remote control, £179. And with twin cassette decks, only £199. And Amstrad stack module stereos, just £149. Or with twin cassette decks, £169. At these stores now.
Shaping the future in a push-button world. A British company that leads the world in fiber optic communications, whose two-way public information service is the first of its kind in the world. A company that links radio and television into our homes, whose integrated telephone network gives direct dialing to a bigger percentage of callers than is offered by any other country, putting you and the future in touch. British Telecom, the power behind the button.
Here's the very latest one for the pot from Cook in the Pot, moussaka. Take basic ingredients and add the seasoning mix before popping in the oven. To complete this traditional Greek dish, prepare a simple topping of cheese, egg and milk, pour over and cook for a further half hour. Moussaka, the latest deliciously simple family recipe from Cook in the Pot. Remember, the one for the pot is Cook in the Pot.
You and Crosse Blackwell make tastier meals.
There are 20 haunting melodies on this new record. Featuring the beautiful sound of panpipes and flute. Buy Haunting Melodies and get a gift of music free in record shops now.
Square Deal Surf Automatic. For a fresh, clean wash every time. It makes sense to use Surf.
St. Ivel Gold. Half the fat of any margarine. And it tastes smashing.
Now there's a better way to buy and sell your home, where you see this sign.
I got those, can't get enough of those blue ribbons. Blue ribbons, the milk chocolate, with a biscuit, I always choose. When my woman treats me right, she buys me blue ribbon, wafer biscuits, crispy and light. I've got those, can't get enough of those blue. Oh, thank you.
By Blue Riband, the biscuit to beat the blues.
With these Jean-Pierre Looney super skis, be the sensation of the slopes. Without a single lesson, you will be suave, confident, unstoppable.
Alternatively, thaw out with a pack of Panama Cigars. This will bring you instant six appeal, because there are 6 of those smooth, smoking Panama Cigars in every pack. Panama, the only cigars with 6 appeal.
I've got a system. A brand new system.
I found a system, complete new system. New system, Persil Automatic will wash your cares away.
I find it washes my clothes cleaner.
Well, the other one was good, but this one seems to come even cleaner.
No other powders as good on difficult stains like teeth, coffee and fruit juice. My teacles come up very nice.
Because no other powder can do so much at lower temperatures.
You can wash more delicate things. Nylons, underclothes, woolens.
New system, Persil Automatic, it's in the shop.
I find it good.
No complaints.
You've got to give it a go.
Just about wherever you are and whatever your car, Kwik-Fit-Euro give you the best value on exhausts and tyres in town.
The best in town. The best. The best. The best in town.
The cost of this year's Olympics is estimated at £339 million.
Pin money.
The cost of saving Venice from the sea is estimated at £400 million.
It's a drop in the ocean.
The cost of Spacelab is estimated at £714 million.
Small potatoes.
Put the cost of these projects together, and it comes to less than half the amount now being lent to small businesses in Britain by NatWest. Over £4,000 million.
That should come in handy.
And this year, NatWest will be lending a whole lot more. If you've got a business of your own, however small, come in and see us, or ring 01 200 0200.
A boating holiday is full of surprises. Who knows who'll pop in to drag you out for a quick bite? And when you least expect it, you bump into the most unusual people.
But who? Humongous. Now available on Embassy Video.
If you've got a long way to go, we've got a car you'll enjoy. The latest Sierra, a beautifully engineered long-distance tourer. It's a car with that quiet quality that makes it a pleasure to drive. It also has a deceptively large boot. Just as well sometimes.
Come on, Tom. I'm ready. Have to move.
In fact, there's only one small problem. You might get beaten to the driver's seat. The Ford Sierra. Man and machine in perfect harmony.
Good morning, it's Dave Cash here. It's going to rain in London, but not till this afternoon.
Capital 194 Pompik is back to 1961, number 4.
Tell him I love him and hope he's out of bed in time.
Capital, the only place to spend your weekend.
Well, in just a few moments' time, of course, our usual late-night look at the weather forecasts for the Thames television area. First, though, some night thoughts.
Personal experience in hospital has taught me that a buoyant outlook can improve conditions a great deal. I remember once when I was in a respiratory unit a few years ago, a patient in the next bed to mine was imprisoned in her own misery. She moaned so much that the nursing staff couldn't give her the best of their help. With trepidation, I asked her if I might give her some advice. She said yes, to my surprise, and I suggested that things would be much better for her if she could just seem to be happier, even if it was impossible for her to feel happier. This particular woman had been an active and talented member of a concert party in the forces, and in those days she had had to put on a variety of roles and characters. I reminded her that she should be able to tackle this role with ease. I said I was surprised that she continued to call for sympathy, explaining that I always found this self-defeating. Surely what one wanted was help, When we pray, it is for help, not for pity or sympathy. A few days later, I heard the nurses found her a much more agreeable person to nurse, much less aggressive and showing the will to try. Apparently her bitterness had been demolished by good old common sense.
And so to the weather forecast. Tonight, dry but cold with a low of -1 degree centigrade, 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Friday will see the chance of an odd shower or two, and there'll be a cold northeasterly wind and a high of 5 degrees centigrade, 41 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's the weather. And later on this morning, don't forget it's TV AM, and their special guest in the studio this Friday morn will be the singer from America, the one and only Mr. Johnny Ray. Fantasy time, plus the Stub It Out campaign continues. All that and much, much more on TV AM, which kicks off at 6:25. We're back with you, of course, at 9:25 later on this morning with the Thames News headlines. Our musical entertainment, once again, as it has been all this week, comes from the Alan Parsons Project. This is Prime Time from all of us here at our Euston Road studios at Thames. Good night, everyone, and sleep well. Good night. Almost 16 minutes before the hour of 1 o'clock. Please don't forget to switch off your television sets. Good night, once again.